Buena gente, hoy vamos a continuar con la misión de Trazacaminos de Honkai Star Rail. Lo hemos dejado hasta acá, dejándolo aventurino como el tamaño de una hormiga. Y ahora estamos controlando a Doctor Ratio, continuando la misión de la historia de Trazacaminos. En el capítulo anterior también me hemos dejado en 82-90 en los deseos de Acheron. Y cuando salió el 83, o era 81-82, perdí el 50-50. Y gracias a eso conseguí a Gepa E1 y me dieron dos deseos más. Por eso acá arriba están viendo Acheron 2 de 90. Por lo que vamos actualmente. Así que bueno, también estuve probando algunas cosas, a ver si espero que no se trabe, ya que lo estoy grabando de una ventana diferente. No lo estoy grabando de... O sea, estoy grabándolo en modo juego, no en modo ventana. Creo que era eso el problema de las cinemáticas, que lo grababa en modo ventana y no en modo juego. Esperemos que en las cinemáticas no se trabe, es el tema. Bueno, ahora vamos a estar reclamando algunas recompensas que tenemos pendientes. A ver, ya hice las dailies y eso, bien. Así tiramos dos deseos. Porque bueno, también nos van a regalar deseos a traer los regalos festivos. Miren acá que ya lo regalamos a un lado. Y creo que la Cosmodicea la vamos a hacer cuando terminemos esto. O sea, cuando terminemos todo la misión de Trazacaminos. Así que bueno, vamos a tirar dos deseos de la misión de Trazacaminos. Y durante el transcurso vamos a tirar uno más seguramente. Así que bueno, vamos a ver si se graba. Se está grabando, sí. Bueno, vamos con el primero, que no va a tocar nada. No. Y el segundo. Nada. Bueno. Y a ver cómo vamos. Como le dije, vamos 2 de 90 con Acheron. Ahora vamos 4. Ajá, no. Venimos de un cono de luz. Así que no creo que vaya a salir nada. Así que vamos a anotar acá. A ver dónde está. Black Swan. Propiedades. 490. Perfecto. Bueno, y lo vamos a dejar por acá. Ahí está. Bueno, continuando con el modo historia. Pero acá que la última vez dijimos, a ver, vamos a investigar.
Quite a fascinating contraption. I would rate it more favorably if that clamorous little person inside were gone.
No lo soporto.
Ratio, I can hear you.
Hijo de mil. No lo soporta Aventurino. Lo admite. Bueno, vamos a ver acá, a la sala de meditación, buscar la sala de pinball. Por favor, no te trabes cinemáticas. Estoy haciendo todo lo posible para que no se trabe. No puedo, tengo que pelear, tengo que pelear. Pero necesito... No, sabía. O sea, tenía tantos enemigos, no sabía con cuál pelearles. ¡No tengo healer! No. Acá me cagó.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
Answer me.
Ill tidings manifest.
I'm asking questions. A test.
Ill fate descends. Let's go. Yeah. Rules are made to be broken.
Pero se me di cuenta que no le dieron escudo a Doctor Ratio.
This ends here.
Got the defense?
Ill tidings manifest. Let's make it quick.
Listo. Creo.
That's it. Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
Sí, aquí no. Pues si no se hace quilombo. ¿Cuántos cofres nos quedan acá? La mitad. Nos quedan 13.
Oh, you're back. Just place it here. Thank you.
Ahí nos ponemos. No se trabó. Bien, no se trabó. Menos mal. Pensé que se iba a trabar, pero no. Hasta ahora anda bien. Sí, esperemos que siga así. Porque quiero disfrutar las cinemáticas sin trabas.
Thanks, Doc.
Ahí está, volvemos con aventurino. Un poquito se me traba acá en el gameplay, pero lo que me importa son las cinemáticas, ya que bueno, esto es RPG por turnos, ¿quién le interesa? Bueno, a ver, recordando cómo era esto. Activamos, rotamos. Ahí. Activamos, rotamos. No. Ah. Activamos, rotamos. Activamos, tiramos. Perfecto. Listo, tenemos un rompecabezas. Tenemos un T-pose. Ah, sí, tienen bocas. Yo pensaba que no tenían bocas, a ver. Quiero ver si hay algún
Oh,
cofre.
Ratio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly, you could easily squash me with just a pinch.
If that is your wish, I will do so without a moment's hesitation.
Salite vos. Si no hay diálogos, los salteo, a menos que sean importantes. Cada fichita. Cofrecito. Activamos esto. Ya podemos pasar por acá. Y ahora esto. Recogemos.
Hold on. Piece of cake.
Trozo de pastel. Ya tenemos que regresar por acá, ¿no? Ah, tengo que ir por acá. Entonces ahí... Entonces activamos esto. Lo rotamos. Activamos esto. Lo rotamos. Activamos esto. Vamos a ver qué hay acá. Si pusieron algo... Si pusieron eso por algo. Me lo imaginé. Un bicho con un cofrecito. A ver, hablando de ¿cómo vamos hasta ahora? 128. Bueno, lo necesitaremos.
Feeling lucky.
Vamos a activar la cosa esta.
Mind your manners.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
An elusive. Ill tidings manifest.
It'll heal.
Watch your head. Sure, I'll play. It's on me.
I'll see you off.
Es interesante lo de aventura y gameplay. Pero lo voy a skipear porque
What
se
do you
viene
want to
Robin.
know? Ill fate descends. Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
It'll heal.
Spend freely.
No, tenías que pegar, que pelotudo.
All in. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
No hice nada de daño, dale. Porque no tengo daño directamente.
Ah,
Let's settle this.
Dest. Ill tidings manifest.
Bueno, esto no va a tomar 40 horas. Se lo aseguro. Ya maté uno.
sure, I'll play along.
You chose the wrong end. The dead return!
Si no se traban las cinemáticas, vamos a darlo 3 horas. Tranquilamente.
Ah,
What do you want to know? Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I'll see you off.
it's on me. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
It'll heal.
Watch your head.
Pero eso es.
Nothing major.
Destiny.
You chose the wrong.
All in.
Hope you're prepared.
What do you want?
Eternal step.
Dead return!
I hit the mark.
Destiny. Ill tidings manifest.
Tengo que afeitarme,
Hedge your bets.
What? Ill fate descends. Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Vamos a dejarlo que peleen solo. Total, vamos bien.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Ill tidings
A ver
manifest.
qué hace el bot. Se recupera, pero no pasa nada.
No dirty tricks.
Ahora no estoy usando nada.
Spend freely.
Ill fate descends. Retribution will find you.
Watch your head.
No para de llover fichas.
Ill tidings
Pumba.
manifest.
Ay, casi. Dale, morite, que tengo que seguir con el modo
dirty
historia.
tricks, all right.
The dead return!
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
It's on me. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Ill fate descends.
Gracias, Black Swan. Bueno, gracias a todos.
All done. Piece of cake.
Eso ya lo dijo, pero como... Quiere agarrar el cofrecito. Bueno. ¡30! Ah, pensé que eran 20. A ver. ¿Cuánto me queda para el próximo? Me quedan 2, ¿No tengo algún logro que reclamar o algo? A ver. Guía. Ruptura de habilidad. Ah, listo. Listo, ahí seguimos abriendo. Bueno, número 5. Cada vez estoy perdiendo las esperanzas, Y encima los otros 10 se van a reclamar recién en el banner de Jingliu y... Espera, ¿cómo vine acá? Ah. Bueno, ahora es así. Vamos por acá. Rotamos. Activamos. Si la energía no es suficiente... Ah, tengo que volver, en serio. Tengo que hacer de nuevo el mismo recorrido. Y ahora... A ver. Ahora este lo desactivamos. Cerramos. Cerramos. Espera. ¿Y si rotamos? Pero todo. Ahí está, listo. Otro cofre. Mira, podía haberlo agarrado acá, qué pelotudo. ¿Dónde hay un meme? Ah, acá. De estos. Ah, tengo que pelear sí o sí contra este. ¡Putas! Al menos son debilidades que puedo conteriarlas. Oh, este pelotudo. Otra vez.
Retribution will find you. Destiny is apparent. Ill tidings manifest.
Pumba.
Hedge your bets.
Pumba. Pumba.
This ends here.
Dije pumba. Ahí está. Ok.
All done. Piece of cake.
O no era acá. Ah, bueno, otro cofrecito. Ahí estamos. Ahí estamos. así. Este acá y este acá. Listo. Otro cofrecito más. Voy a dejar preparado el laquerón por si quiero cambiar. Este mejor ignorémoslo. Vi acá un... Ah, mira. Está la besa. Y acá atrás está el ratio. Me gustan estos efectos, me quedé un poco amor al juego. Y ahora necesitamos bajarnos. Tengo que volver al inicio. Rotamos. Ajá. En base tengo que volver a donde empezamos. Esto era un extra por si queríamos conocer. Agarrar algunas cosas. Bueno. Volvemos. Vamos a la cabeza rota. O la ratio. Me vas a acordar a un juego indie en el que un policía te observa todo el día. No sé si se acuerdan. No sé si conoces ese juego. Yo tampoco lo conozco el nombre, pero últimamente está volviendo muy popular en TikTok.
Makes me feel sad. Paniconi isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
Vamos a investigar a ver si hay algo acá. Yo creo que no, Ya investigué acá, ya investigué acá. Sí, que ahí, luego pi. Esto ya está investigado. Necesito saber si hay algo más por acá, que no me olvide de nada. Ajá, lo sabía. Solo ignóralo bien. ¿Se piensa así pelotudo? Y estos cuentan. Estos cuentan para la misión. Ignóralo. ¡Relojito! Pero déjame jugar con el relojito. ¿Se fueron? No, están preparándose para atacarme. Creo que ahora sí. Listo. A ver. Sabemos que esto va a ir por acá. Ah, esto me olvidé. Qué boludo. TikTok. Listo. Bienvenidos a Juegos Mentales. Listo. Siempre en sincronía. Otro logro. A ver. El otro, idiota. Repara 15 minutos oníricos. Perfecto. Y a ver cómo vamos en el gacha. 63. Sí, vamos así juntando. Mientras tanto. A ver si no nos olvidamos de nada más por acá. Uy, yo pienso que no, Pero uno nunca hay que dejarse llevar por nada, Por acá abajo. No. Puros muñecos bugueados. Por favor, no te trabes. Estoy haciendo eso, por favor. No, bueno. Yo creo que por ahora nada más. Sal de la máquina. Ah, acá, jajajajaja. Bueno, salgamos de la zona bugueada. Ya se consigue y enfrente a Sunday. A ver. No, todavía no están todos los pajaritos. Faltan todavía.
It's a pity you made it out of the sand pit alive. Sunday is just beyond this door. From my limited understanding, he's not someone easily handled. Are you prepared?
Yeah. Only I believe he's the one who should be prepared to face me.
Tell me about your plan.
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear. There are only two kinds of bargaining chips when dealing with people. Benefit or fear.
Looks like sincerity isn't in your dictionary.
Am I not sincere enough? There's no need to emphasize it. We've got to make good use of death. That man's sister is dead. He won't be able to turn a blind eye, and that's fear. And I'll help him find the murderer. He can't do it due to his status and position, but I can. And that's benefit.
On what basis do you believe he's incapable, necessitating the delegation to someone from a rival faction? The IPC?
Simple. Because that murderer could very well be a traitor hiding inside the family.
Do you mean the Galaxy Ranger whom you accused previously?
That was just an excuse, good doctor. There's something wrong with that woman, and we need someone who can keep her in check. It's better to minimize the variables outside our control while we execute our plans. Moreover, I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. She could be an important pawn. And it's good to have more helpful friends when dealing with this matter. But honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her. I believe my standpoint. There's a rat in the family. Otherwise, why would Mr. Sunday arrange a private meeting with us? This isn't an interrogation, but a secret negotiation. We'll see. Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, I'll win back my freedom and power. In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death. If the chance of winning is just beyond this door, even if that chance is close to zero, well, you can't win if you don't play, right?
Ah, the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
Encuéntrate con Sunday cara a cara. Con Domingo. No sé por qué tradujeron no traducen Sunday, pero tradujeron Firefly a Luciérnaga. Black Swan a Cisne Negro. Pero a Sunday no lo tradujeron como Domingo, directamente le dijeron Sunday. Y acá lo tenemos.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC Ambassador.
I appreciate your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday. However, this is no way to greet a guest.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. Before we speak, I need to test your character. I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help, yes?
No es mi amigo, solamente me trata de matarme.
Certainly. You ought to know this better than I do. He's already faithfully fulfilled his duties, hasn't he?
Yes, the doctor has assured me of your noble character. He considers you, like himself, a virtuous person who can be trusted by the family. I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr. Aventurine. You're diligent, generous, and willing to cooperate. The fact that you succeeded in overcoming many obstacles just to meet me gave me the reason to believe in your wisdom and courage. But there's one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person and put yourself in a situation where you shouldn't be, witnessing a tragedy that shouldn't have happened.
Me agrada que pongan el caso de Roy por si no lo entendemos. Está aclarando eso el mini subtítulo acá.
You don't look too well. Am I making you anxious? If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious accusation against the family.
No, you weren't mistaken. For depravity is creeping in around you. There's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister. Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business. As you know, her voice has been out of tune since she returned to Penacony. What's more disheartening, she can't sing anymore.
Es que ya no puede cantar, ha muerto. Otra vez lo aclara, lo que estos mini subtítulos me encanta. Adiós.
Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but I know you hold a different opinion. Now your noble status has become a shackle, preventing you from apprehending the murderer and avenging your sister's death. You're feeling anxious because you're out on a limb. But don't worry, I'm on your side.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return, would you?
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine. My liberty and the personal items under the family's custody, the bag of gift money, and...
The box in which the cornerstone is stored.
That's right.
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the Preservation Emanator, granting significant power. And every liquidation specialist holds one. For an object so precious, it probably comes at an even higher price than other forms of recompense.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk I'll be undertaking to bring the truth to light.
Mr. Aventurine, when you're out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest. Your trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes.
Of course.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. You should make sure everything is presentable and in order before leaving the house. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation.
Please, don't let me turn you down twice.
Sure. The gift money is good enough. I suppose you wouldn't mind that. After all, a merchant can't function without a bargaining chip.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. I can give you your gift money, but before that, I want you to tell me. The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored in it? Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
What have you done?
Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next, you have 113 seconds to prove your innocence and gain my trust.
1 minuto y 17 segundos. No, 1 minuto y 13... No, what? ¡Aprende a contar, Julián! 1 minuto y 53 segundos, ahí está.
And if I refuse to answer?
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects you. Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty. Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion, encompassing but not restricted to the techniques of the Garden of Recollection?
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Yes. You even know about that?
Do the Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Yes.
All the Avgins were killed in a massacre. Am I right?
No.
Are you your clan's sole survivor?
Perhaps.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands?
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine stone is safe and sound in this box?
Hmm? Ooh.
Of course.
Looks like we can get an answer. Open it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to defend your honor.
Bien, no se trabó.
Please. Are these what you're looking for?
Hace varias horas el sistema en el pabellón de rocío matutino. A ver.
Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner who sees the pursuit of knowledge above all.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that, besides the family, no other faction is willing to share such information.
Cut to the chase. What do you need from me?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't expect a featherless bird to take flight.
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the Strategic Investment Department have united, progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
The cornerstone. which Mr. Aventurine surrendered. Was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone. The 10 Stonehearts aren't as united as you think. Cornerstones are significantly more precious to them than their very own lives.
But you know that he's a crazed gambler. The more vocal he is about it, the more cautious I must be.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink. Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. But I happen to be among them.
I appreciate it.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar to that of Klepoth's body.
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 Stonehearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones, granting them an unparalleled radiance. And this golden statue is also known as Topaz, not Adventurine, and it belongs to Topaz.
Topas. ¿Estamos hablando de Topas y Numbi?
So, do you wish to confront him?
Not at the moment. I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
The safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that cornerstone has been in your hands from the very beginning.
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone, more precious than life itself, with a bunch of worthless jewels, disguised as a gift of money waiting to be confiscated, is indeed in line with Mr. Aventurine's style.
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with, betting on your single misstep, leading to a total loss.
Learned doctor, I am grateful for your help. The family will surely reward a righteous person like you. As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation. It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your storied career.
Ratio, you wretch.
Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live. Treasure your remaining time, and savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat.
You might as well explain yourself a little more clearly.
What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet you acted willfully, uttering nothing but falsehoods, transforming the consecration into a trial. I genuinely see no reason to absolve you from it.
Is this what the Harmony represents? But is it built upon constraint and coercion?
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent. But I have seen your resilient spirit, and thus I offer you the possibility of a new beginning. Throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape, or contact any of your companions. You only have 2 paths before you, and it all depends on whether you can complete my test within the time limit. Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Uf.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up the same either way.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective. I will purge the evil from the inside and bring the real culprits to justice within 17 system hours. When the time comes, compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy and honesty.
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth? That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless jewels for everything you need. That's what gamblers excel at, isn't it? Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free. I will wait here for your good news.
El pajarito
This
de...
meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. That's all. By the way, before you go, I have a personal question.
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kakavasha! Where did you go? Oh, are you injured?
I got it back, sister.
You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. It's just a necklace. It's neither food nor water. We can survive without it. But I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those catechins again, okay?
Sister, don't be afraid. The catechins are fools, but I'm smart. I played a game with them, and I won.
Won? What happened exactly? Tell me.
I made a
¿Ese
bet
es
with them.
Aventurino?
The 2 birds in the desert and me. Who will die first? I won. They suspected me of cheating, but I didn't. I won fair and square.
Of course. Of course you'd win. You've always been a lucky child. Gaiathra Triclops must be watching over you. But that's no reason to push your luck by going up against those bloodthirsty, cruel catechins. Have you forgotten how Mom and Dad... Look, this is just a necklace. But Kakavasha, you are my only family.
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. Because Mom left you this necklace. There'll be no next time.
It is important. But not as important as you, my dearest brother. I don't blame you, but you must remember what Mom said. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gaiathra Triclops. She has also granted us a chance. And that's your good luck, Kakavasha. Your good luck is the most precious wealth we all Avgin have. You're a child blessed by Gaiathra Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself and never resent the pain and poverty you're going through. All right? Listen to me and swear to Gaiathra Triclops.
Okay. We'll swear to Gaiathra Triclops to protect this wealth. But sister, Gaiathra Triclops was really watching over us,
Then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, Dad went to the Catechins' land only to prepare for Gaiathra Triclops' offerings. And where was Gaiathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Mom was still pleading for Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness under her breath, till the moment she closed her eyes. Sister, everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. If every rainpour was Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness and grace, then how bad were our sins? So much so that we were born in this world of death?
Volviendo a la perspectiva de Trazacaminos.
Excuse me. I can't seem to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided also doesn't show any matches.
Just as I thought. I'd like to ask, what kind of traces do people leave when they enter a dream?
Are you referring to the records when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor physiological indicators such as heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and body temperature in real time. This data will be included in statistics and handed over to the family for the screening of any data anomalies. Immediate action will be taken once any illegal behavior is detected. Please rest assured, your vitals are monitored in case of emergencies, allowing us to wake you if necessary. This is all for the safety of our guests.
Can I trouble you to access the records?
I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound family. We can only gain access if there's a problem.
Looks like nothing can be found here.
At least we know who to look for next. We can ask the Bloodhound family for information. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Allie. By the way, is Miss Robin doing fine? We are looking forward to her performance.
Fine? What does that mean? Is there something wrong with Miss Robin? The preparations for the Charmony Festival have been proceeding smoothly, so I guess things are pretty good. I believe she will be able to put on a spectacular show for all of you.
I'm sure. Sure enough, no one knows about Miss Robin. I'm not surprised. But that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. There's no information on her in the hotel system. Even if she's a stowaway, she should have a disguised identity after entering the planet. She's also in the running for the legacy. How is she going to sneak into the dreamscape unnoticed?
Is there any other way to enter a dream? Besides the hotel room's dream pool?
The Memo Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. In the memory zone of Penacony, they thrive effortlessly, a fact proven to us by Black Swan. The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotel's seal. According to the scene witnessed by her, it is likely that they are behind Miss Firefly's case.
The Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron Hunters. Both are possible, but what about the IPC? Since they want Penacony all for themselves, they're bound to have a plan.
Who are you guys?
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position, ready to execute armed evacuation operation. Boss, get moving.
Es lo que yo pienso. Si jugamos la primera misión de continuación de Trazacaminos, estos hombres uniformados tenían la misma apariencia que le hicimos a la continuación de Trazacaminos en Jarilo 6. ¿Y quién era su líder? Bueno, básicamente Topaz, quien acabo de escuchar hace rato.
Armed evacuation? Boss, are you drunk?
What do you know? It's more efficient this way. Just don't let the director find out. Act first, report later. Understood.
Help! Help me! I spent all my youth focus on the snowball. I don't want my name on the department's major disciplinary notice.
Hey, check it out. That place. Could it be the IPC workers from Bellabog?
To all guests, the IPC will be conducting special operations within the hotel. Please follow the staff in charge of evacuation to the designated safe zones, or compulsory measures will be enforced.
I'll request a beer for you lot. You've been told not to drink during work hours.
Y hace falta que me enfoque directamente en los pechos de Topaz.
Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
¿Y Nombi?
Miss Topaz? I never thought I'd run into you on Penacony.
Oh, long time no see, Astral Express crew. Aventurine has told me a lot about your happenings. Hmm? It's fine. Do as I ask and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. Report to me before taking any action. Yes, all right. As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordiality from the family is a mere facade. The former frontier prison has turned around and cuffed its shackles on the IPC staff now. Only Aventurine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage like us, we can only sit around in the reality hotel, unauthorized to even enter dreams.
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't back him up in the dreamscape.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not? Let me know if you need anything outside the dreamscape. The IPC always treats its partners well.
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel. Perhaps you've had dealings with them?
Yep. They're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? It'll take the spotlight off me. Being constantly stared at is really uncomfortable.
Nos están mirando ahora, dice. Opcional, habla con Topaz. ¿Qué opcional? Tengo que hacerlo. Trazacaminos, crónicas, trazacaminos. Perspectiva cambiada. Ok. A ver. ¿Cuánto tengo hasta ahora? Vamos a abrir el número 6. Ya voy preparando el 690.
How does it feel to be in business with Aventurine? I bet you're not used to it.
No digo nada.
That's just his style. All or nothing is his mantra. He's always cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous assignment with him. But everyone has their merits, so I won't comment further. But Aventurine's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without a hitch, and basically never lost a gamble. Which is why, on the issue of retaking Penacony, I'm watching with keen interest.
Como que bastante bueno, eh.
As for the two cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can do is ask you to keep digging for more details.
Ok.
Please, continue to investigate the case. All I can do is sit tight in the real world. I look forward to hearing your progress.
Gracias, Topaz. A ver. Acá en esta zona, ¿cuánto nos quedan? Nos quedan 2 cofres que no sé dónde conseguirlos. Había por algún lugar por acá que se podía conseguir en otra parte. No sé dónde, pero era en algún lugar. A ver, realidad, paisaje onírico. Ah, me encanta esto. Ojito abierto, ojito cerrado. Ah, pará, quiero ver algo. Estatua de relojitos. Sí, podemos canjear, ¿no? Puede mejorar reloj. ¡Opa! Vamos al mundo de los sueños a reclamar la estatua de relojito. Tenemos un montón para reclamar, ¿eh?
getting late. Where to now?
No me dejaba ni mover.
Time don't waste money, buddy. TikTok. Oh boy, I'm eating too much this time.
Nos quedan 2 niveles. Ah, ya reglamentó, perfecto. O sea, nos quedan 7... No. Sí, 1200 sería, ¿no? Sí. Y ahí ya bloquearía el cono de luz de relojito. Como con esto, 58, a ver. Mensajes, a ver si hay alguno. Ajá, Dangen. Por ahora no veo ninguno de los... Y a ver... No, nada más, bueno. Volvimos a donde estábamos. Hotel Fantasía de la Realidad. Tenía que reclamar algunas cosas. Debe ser por la misión que terminamos.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Have you decided what you want to be in your dream?
We're carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else. Surveilling the IPC executive Topaz, ensuring that she stays put at the Reverie Hotel during her time on Penacony. We've got the right one this time.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
It's you again. Back for more trouble? We're not afraid of you this time.
Well, spit it out. Stop bothering us if you've nothing important.
So you know each other. Why do you keep running into people you've beaten up before? Oh, sheesh, why do you keep asking me that? We're in the middle of investigating a murder case for the family. May we speak to your captain about it?
Ya comiste que comiste.
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he returned from Dream's Edge. What murder? You'd better stop spouting nonsense.
Yeah, that's right. We have nothing to report. Please leave.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did at least tell us that the captain is at Dream's Edge.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? It's probably Gallagher, the one she mentioned, right?
Al que tengo E2 ahora. Dirigiste a la frontera de los sueños. Y ahora volvemos a la frontera de los sueños. Ok. ¿Esto qué era? Los hago volver a la calma.
Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well. Gallagher.
Ay.
Gallagher. Where could he be?
Todavía me faltan algunas cosas. Bueno, continuando.
Constructing dreams.
Está el Gallagher.
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Hold on a minute. I think I've seen you before. The gray-haired one.
Sí, te caga piñas.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly on Penacony?
Así es, fui yo, relojito.
You think you look alike?
¿Qué tal si te muestro tu correo?
Wait, are you for real?
Not possible. It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating me up with that silver-haired girl. I'm not letting you get by this time. Please leave, or I'll have to get on my knees and beg you.
Huh? What kind of heinous crime have you committed now?
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation. If it wouldn't trouble you, could we see this Mr. Gallagher?
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There's been a few people mentioning this name. Even the one with the gray hair.
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security officer who dispatched us. That's all I can divulge.
He'll do. He's the one we've been looking for.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, no one's allowed through. Everyone, please leave. There's really no need for us to make things difficult for each other, right?
We're really sorry for troubling you. Let's think of another way.
Another way. That's it! Didn't they say something about that? What was it? Clockwork? That got this guy to change his mind. Can you perform it again? That, clocky magic.
No le puedo decir que no esa carita. Encima ahí está Gallagher.
Sorry, no can do. Everyone, please leave.
Tras encontrar con alguien pero también hay consciente que a veces los principios no importan cuando una persona está de buen humor. Le agarra una CB. Le agarra.
Let me see what time it is now. Whoa, it's this time already. What? Time to clock out. And no one's gonna stop me.
El mismo ejemplo de la familia Saúl se ríe enérgicamente y abandona la escena.
What? This clockwork trick of yours, it's kinda dangerous.
At least he won't be getting in our way again.
La cara de Estelle.
Let's go find that Gallagher and ask him the intricacies of the case.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Welcome. Since you made it here, what can I do for you?
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone, it sounds like you were expecting us.
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me sir.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express and honorable guests of the Watchmaker. I had an encounter with this lady in the Golden Hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too. I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
¿Sabe lo que pasó?
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of that child. So we've decided to help the family get to the bottom of it, in the hopes of getting justice for her.
The Nameless involved with the family. What an unpredictable twist of fate.
Why? What's wrong with the family?
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots, little kids, and inebriated fools.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
But you got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure, come with me. This is not a good place to talk. Let's go elsewhere.
En el mismo momento, pero en el otro lado.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Like a living idol. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command, they loyally fulfill their roles, offering themselves while also receiving sustenance in return.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream has persisted for so long.
But the human body has its limits, and so does the Divines.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on tonight.
Why do you say that, Miss?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. The family refuses to acknowledge this, and it has ultimately backfired and become a catalyst. As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis. Also, this necrosis will diffuse.
Se me escapó.
As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis. Regardless of the perceived bliss, death looms as the inevitable conclusion. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire building to shake, break, and crumble. Fuse and spread.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned them. I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron. Are you willing to share your findings with me?
Of course. That's if I remember.
Acheron habla mientras su mano descansa suavemente sobre la empuñadura de la espada. Luego la suelta con rapidez en un abrir y cerrar de ojos.
Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become easily forgetful. It's only when this sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Take your time.
That should do it. I vividly remember everything that occurred on Penacony. Ask away.
Vamos en orden. La Aurora.
The moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where the Dawn Factory, which processes the foundation of the dreamscape, is located.
Behind the dreamscape's song and dance stand many imagination factories. Workers create all kinds of whimsical works day in and day out in their dreams. Then they return to reality and sleep on a narrow bed in a room. A far cry from luxury. They say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and motley dreamscape is the best reward. There I encountered a young woman who had just come of age. The perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. Her greatest wish was to one day move to the golden hour and see the magnificent garments she had woven with her own hands. For certain reasons, her wish was difficult to fulfill. But I managed.
Gilded Hour. It's said to be Penacony's currency center.
Yes. It is a fortress-like financial city, the economic heart of the dreamscape. The Pepeshi people of the Alfalfa family are there to keep it running, funding blood that is made from money everywhere on Penacony. Everyone there is exquisitely dressed and always in a hurry. The greatest wish of the local Pepeshi people is for their future generations to work in the Gilded Hour. I've never met anyone who is willing to talk. I could only stand at the crossroads, watching crowds of people hurrying like the wind through the jungle of steel, only to deposit the alfalfa credits that they'd earned into the bank's vault. I don't know if they would open the vault's door, but before I left, I witnessed a well-dressed Pepeshi person plummet from the sky, while those around him continued on their way, unfazed.
Azul?
I hear the Blue Hour is very romantic. Do you have any tales to share?
Perhaps Mr. Yang has heard. There is a large boat called the Eventide, anchored along the Sea of Dreams, where soft music and dancing persist endlessly every night. I ran into a wizened lady there. She was at the dock, waiting for her long-departed lover to return. Waiting for countless hours within time that stood still. In the humid sea breeze, she spoke of her own youth. Like many who desired wealth and love, they came to Penacony to pursue their dreams. Alas, her lover's consciousness was lost in the dark depths of the Sea of Dreams. Finally, she suggested we continue our conversation on a boat in the shallows. I agreed and boarded the boat with her. But she never said anything. Her eyes absent-mindedly gazing at the horizon for what seemed like forever. Finally, we retreated to the beach.
¿Y el momento del ocaso?
The dreamscape of chic, luxury, and consumerism, the moment of dusk. My companions have been there too.
Then you all must have seen those who are attempting to realize their dreams. Or have realized them. Scattering money as if it were dust and betting it on all or nothing. Everything has a price, and everything can be bought or sold. Even dreams themselves. I saw an Intellitron there, who was preparing to auction himself. When someone wins a bid under stipulated periods and rules, he would do the buyer's every bidding, becoming that person's very possession. That Intellitron had been auctioned off 12 times, and I participated in his 13th. That was the grandest banquet I had ever attended. But never again did anyone cast another glance at him. This time around, there were no successful bids for him.
Y eso es todo.
This is what I've seen and heard along the way. Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago. Nor should it be.
Me encanta el cartel. Como que se va.
I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed on their own scales. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change everything.
Disculpa que estoy con el celular porque estoy viendo si se actualiza el PB o no.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
Dale con hablar en rojo, Acheron.
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice. He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual atom. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, those who found it hard to move forward, who could not advance, forever lost their future. They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this spiritual atom became unbreakable.
And yet, you stand here right now, which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself. And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he etched the possibilities of human nature into his heart. He was The sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall.
Ahí está. No sé qué pasó, estaba grabando y eso y se me apagó la cámara. O sea, creo que ahora con el conector ahora sí ya está, a ver. Creo que verse bien, a ver, déjame fijarme. Sí, se está grabando, listo. No, lo primero que me pasó esto. Debe ser alguna configuración que hice, a ver, voy a estar atento ahora que la luz me da. Bueno, no importa, sigamos con esto. A ver. Era el legendario cazador del sol quien volvió a establecer y logró su victoria hasta el final de su caída.
He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea, and after that, countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike, yet don't. I too have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So I will tell you, even if not completely similar, the story you just told, it overlaps with my past. And within that abyssal dream, I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated your solitary journey thus far?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling, all because the sun was there. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness? Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
Hay Black Swan. Tenemos perspectiva de Black Swan, tenemos la perspectiva de Well, tenemos la perspectiva de Stealth, tenemos la de Aventurino, estamos con 40 millones de perspectivas, no sé qué. Ustedes están viendo lo que yo.
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not constant.
Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you, imposter.
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the heck are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollection's memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's fine. I'll leave a round for you. So get that forehead clean and wait for me.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to write your will? Sure. Go ahead.
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt, but you are, aren't you? Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Sure. Heck, never thought I'd come across an ally. What a stroke of luck. Oh, well. I'll be on Penacony soon. Memo keeper, go buy a bottle of his Donna's White Oak and warm it up. And I'll raise a glass to you. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, sure, you best get a chair and take a seat. That woman, named Acheron, is an emanator who should not exist.
Ok. Ok.
You look pale. Or is that also part of your act?
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now. What an honor.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them, because I'm the manager of this task.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the Harmony?
My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family, and that they hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything in motion. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie. Now I'm only one step away from victory. Let's just wait and see.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You betrayed me. Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony. You've achieved what you desired, haven't you?
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler. An insane one at that.
Well, maybe I am. Who knows?
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last legs. You'll thank me.
What's this? Medical advice?
Y se fue.
You catch on pretty fast, Doctor. Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you, you wing-headed scoundrel. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway, it's just as I guessed it would be. As for now, let the rain of wealth from the IPC fall evenly on everyone.
Ok. Objeto conseguido, perspectiva mediocre. Parece ser un pergamino hermoso que contiene una receta médica. El doctor Perita Ratio te acoge a horas en un momento de vida o muerte. Parece angustiado. Para Ícaro. Logro. Escucha la conversación entre Anker y Welt. Mira, alguien ya jugó con Black Swan. ¡Epa! 12.000. Hasta recibía 2.000. Debe ser porque quiere probar Black Swan con Acheron. Y es entendible, si no pueden conseguir a Black Swan, tienen Acheron, quieren probar estas cosas. Listo, ya estamos en la perspectiva de aventurino. A ver, ¿cómo vamos con el salto? Me faltan 11. Otra es el tipo caldeador. Ah, momento, que me olvidé de algo, a ver. Ay, no, pero tengo que hablar con este. Cierto que no, con aventurino no puedo. Ni siquiera puedo jugar el tipo de las fichas. Nada. Puedo jugar. Pero no tengo. Solo con Estel puedo. O sea, no puedo hablar con el tipo que caldea. Es el que me da distribuye las fichas. Quiero ver algo. 26 de 32. Ah, puedo bloquear los TPs acá. Ancla de espacio activada, bien. Un momento, quiero ver algo. Era esto, ¿no? No. En realidad sí, era esto. Completa la misión diaria, utiliza semántica sintetizadora multiusos. Entonces vamos a sintetizar algo. Desbloqueamos receta. Y desbloqueamos receta. Pero reclamar, idiota. 15. Ok, ya me alcanza. Vamos preparando el 790. Ahí está, el canal 790. Y la que me queda la voy a solo fuera de cámara. Bueno, 790. De seguro no toca nada. Así que lo vamos a saltear. En efecto. Y encima tengo que esperar. Oh, ¿qué día es hoy? 28. Y marzo tiene 31 días, ¿no? Sí, recién el lunes puedo comprar las ascuas estas locas. ¿De qué estoy hablando? De estas, las recompensas canjeables. El canjeo de ascuas. Recién el lunes puedo reclamar esto. De estas 90. O sea, 900. Tengo 1200. Nota del firmamento. Esto podría reclamarlo para cuando necesite. Bueno. Recordando, 790. Y me estoy enfermando. Mejor vamos a...
Would you be willing to support my performance? And keep the Song of Beauty alive in the cosmos? Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger like me?
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir. If you ever get the chance, please, feel free to come by and indulge in my singing.
Sure thing. Oh, by the way, do you happen to know anything interesting about death?
Death? That's a pretty scary topic, and it doesn't really match the mood of this sweet dream.
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony. As you know, the more chilling the stories, the more attention they get. Maybe you could help me out.
Che, esto se está poniendo un poquito más ácido lisérgico con tenebroso.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake up. It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness. Well, all customers are under the protection of the family, after all.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy headline. May Shibe protect us. Unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. But unfortunately, the customer ended up waking up in the end. I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to kick in?
Ya fue, total tenemos tickets para levantar para adelante. A ver, quiero ver algo. A ver, aventurino. No puede ver, tenemos de allá. Ok. Porque estaba leveleando a Gallagher, a ver. Ya que bueno, no va a alcanzar a Yukon. Gallagher, bueno. Y tenemos 3, 5. Los rastros también, a ver, ¿qué necesitas, Gallagher? Bien, 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 bien y bien. Ah, de estos, a ver. Canjeo de ascuas, caracterización, no se puede acceder. Eso debe ser un jefe que jugaremos más tarde. ¡Epa! Mejor vamos a hablar.
The world has truly lost its way.
Me parece que me está advirtiendo de no pierdas el tiempo, juega ahora.
You wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, right? You must have some cameras set up around here to film yourself doing good deeds, right? You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience. But you know what? A truly great show never comes easy.
A great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this dream?
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death, huh? Well, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't think you're the first one who's ever thought of that idea. Death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed it was some exclusive fancy schmancy stuff. Now, what a disappointment. The effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut.
Okay.
And then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights. The sky was spinning so fast it almost made me puke.
Is that all?
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry. They even call this junk groundbreaking art. Can you believe it?
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. I hope you have a wonderful day. A monster covered in eyes. It sounds like the memory zone meme. But buildings and lights... I don't think those have anything to do with death. Well, that whole dream bubble was probably created using rumors and gossip. The disturbing voices
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger, remember that the hounds are always ready to help. You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and have them wake you up forcefully.
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to. But thank you all the same.
All right, then. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to reach out to us hounds.
Well, actually, I do need a favor. As the most outstanding hound in Penacony, have you come across any stowaways recently?
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony? We've never had anything like that before.
All right. Good luck with your work then. What was I even thinking? Family would never share intel with the IPC. Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it. Now I just want to dig out my brain and use it as evidence.
Se tenía que llamar así, Bochi. Me encanta que se llame Bochi. Porque tenemos a Hitori Bochi, tenemos a Hitori Bochi Goto.
Sip of liquor, a blissful reprieve, to drown 1,000 sorrows, let worries leave. I know I have what it takes to become a poet. Oh? You're giving these gems to me? Didn't expect to meet such a generous soul in this place. Or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter. As long as I have Soul Glad, that's enough. This is just a dream after all.
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good for your health.
Oh? Maybe I really should quit. But not before meeting the Devil of Soul Glad.
Okay.
The Devil of Soul Glad? Care to elaborate?
Yeah. It's a seahorse with a long neck. They say it loves to appear to drunk people, especially the ones who are passed out on the side of the road. How funny.
Yeah. Very funny indeed. Thank you.
Todavía más.
Not enough credits left? Where do I recharge?
Y bueno, ya que estamos. Y no tengo suerte, ¿eh? Una barrita de mierda.
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay? Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest, I've never seen anyone who gives out money to others like you.
Suena como adulta.
Are you trying to be the prince from the tale, handing out his gold leaf garment and melting his lead heart in the fire?
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak. So, as an investigative reporter, maybe you've heard something about death?
Ah, another curious soul. I see. Well, that was actually the topic I was most into when I entered the industry. But my boss shut it down.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tabloid. I thought about it, And she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts isn't exactly professional material.
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing.
Uy, cada vez peor. Se nos va a morir, se nos va a palmar, se va a morir, se nos va a palmar.
Were you wanting to talk to me? Sorry, I thought you were checking out something behind me. Is this a gift? For me? Are you sure this isn't some kind of mistake?
Yes, it's for you. Just take it.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents, but for me. Thank you. Thank you.
No, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
I knew it. What's on your mind? Are you trying to ask about my father or my mother?
Neither. I just wanted to know if you've ever heard about death in the dreamscape.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in dreams. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire. Funny, right now I'm still under his protection. How ironic.
Hey, stay positive. Gold will always shine one day, right? The Devil of Soulglad, Dangers in the Dream, and Nightmare Ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in this sweet dream granted by the family. Well, I've collected a bunch of rumors, but no useful clues. The gems in my bag are running low. Well, let's see if my last lucky interviewee brings some surprises.
Voy a asegurar que empezamos con eso. Bueno, vamos con... Ya. Se nos va a morir.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers.
Ya sé quién es.
Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere.
Sparkle. Definitivamente es ella.
Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
Hija de mí.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer for my efforts?
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen I just need an answer to one question. Back then, when you asked me to find a mute, did you really mean Robin?
El pajarito ratio.
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make? Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Déjame saltear, ahí está.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16 system hours.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured distraction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke.
What?
If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right?
¡A la verga! ¡Nos destruirán a todos!
Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. When that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me. Catch you later, fool.
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
Mirada tierna con intenciones sádicas, ese Sparkle.
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm?
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sidonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, you and your good luck are my assets. Are we clear? Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased
34 other slaves. Go and play a game with them. You came out alive after 2 days. It proves that you are the real deal.
You're insane.
Testing out if you're a good product.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good. And that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you. So go along now and don't let your master down.
How much did you spend?
Ay Dios, no sé si soy yo, pero cuando creo que esto es una ilusión óptica, disculpen que le interrumpa. Mirando acá abajo, siento como que estos puntos negros de acá hacen como pi 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 pi. O sea, ay Dios. No, sí, debo ir al oculista, creo. No, sí, hasta cuando achico la pantalla. Esto ocurre solamente cuando veo los subtítulos. O sea, siento que estos puntos negros de la cárcel se vuelven blancos, como que titilan. Tengo que taparlos porque si no me deja un poquito ciego. Adiós, disculpen. Continuando. Voy a tener que taparlo un rato.
What? My price. How much did you pay?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 tanba. No more, no less.
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 tanba. Deal?
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got some guts. Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place, slave. You're not qualified to be at the table. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more chips for your master, or you never come back. It's all or nothing. Don't embarrass me, my lucky hound.
Ahí está, adiós. No, posta. Ahí volvemos con Estel. Bueno.
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Ah, la cantinera. Que muchos están diciendo, una cantinera NPC tiene mejor diseño que dos adultos en Genshin Impact.
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment to spare, Siobhan?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter. What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up for you.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval.
Who's Serval? Will you, introduce me to her? Huh?
Oops. She's heard us.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today.
Dijo camarero. ¿Será no binario?
I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring me any ingredients you fancy. The discussion might take quite some time, so I'll prepare some customized, non-alcoholic drinks for you.
In the bar? But aren't all the ingredients right there on the counter?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom. It's all within reach, right at your fingertips.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
Ay, sí que lo eres, Marzo.
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere, master technique, and spin a tale of mystery and anticipation.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck, so don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place when it comes to enjoyment.
Ok, zona segura. Bueno, ahora estamos con Estelle de nuevo. Quiero ver cuánto tengo de saltos. 84. ¿Y cuánto llevamos? Casi 2 horas. Ya son las 3:30. Bueno, yo haría que lo dejemos hasta acá. Y mañana lo continuemos. Porque... Un momento. Que mañana lo continuemos. Ya que bueno... ¿Qué hay abajo? Eso mismo. Que mañana lo continuemos. Ya que bueno... necesito hacer algunas cosas. Y nada más que eso. Hasta ahora con Acheron vamos 790. Ahí me estoy fijando en el OBS. Y creo que en estos siguientes 2 días vamos a terminar la historia. Va, no terminar la historia, sino completar toda la historia. Ya que bueno, también quiero tirar esto. O sea, el término de los deseos. O sea, a ver, ¿cuánto nos quedan si hago en 2 días? Porque yo lo he dividido en 2 partes. Era esto, que evolución. Y también quiero hacer esto del Cosmodicea, a ver cómo vamos a reaccionar. Así que esta, regalos festivos. Sí, mañana 4 y pasado mañana 2. Así que bueno, vamos a dejarlo hasta acá. Y nada más que decir, suscríbanse al canal, Julio Gameplays, síganme en Twitter, en Instagram y en la plataforma morada. Durante los próximos 2 días vamos a continuar y terminar la misión de Trazacaminos. Y obviamente completar la misión y seguir farmeando. A ver si podemos conseguir a Acheron, loco. No puede ser que perdí el 50-50. Pero bueno, no gané ninguno. Así que bueno, mañana los veo. Y durante estos próximos días también atentos a mi canal de YouTube. Que también voy a estar subiendo la ruleta rusa. Pero obviamente estoy farmeando el pase. Así que bueno, nos vemos vuelta. Vamos a terminar el capítulo de hoy. Suscríbanse en mis redes sociales. Y nada más que decir. Nos vemos mañana. Así que bueno, un saludo a todos. Y nos vemos al próximo.